Baby. This is Christy with Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here with another refresh. Today I am doing my layout about these pictures of Jackson having his first bath. Kind of a fun thing. I originally scrapped it kind of when I was still getting back into my groove of scrapbooking. So there's a little bit of layering and there's a little bit of stuff going on, but really it's not the way I would consider my style. So I knew it was something I wanted to get re-scrapped, and that's why they're being redone. What I decided to do here is take some overlays that I have tons of them. I love overlays, and every chance I get I buy more. So I just simply picked out 4 of them that I really liked and decided to use those, laid them out there, and then placed my photos on each one of them with a little embellishment for each one. So one has a doily, one has a little like file folder, one has a banner, and the other one is just kind of like a place for journaling, like a journaling spot. Then to each one of them I also add a bit of chipboard embellishment to them from one of the 3. I have, I think, 3 chipboard 12 by 12 element sheets that just random different companies that I have. I love them, but I have a hard time using them all up, so I just slowly use them. But each one of them will have a chipboard element to it in some way. I try to start with that gold arrow, but that doesn't actually end up making it on the page. The second step would then be to decide where my title is going to go. I'm kind of going at this blind. I had no plans, no prior anything to it. I was just scrapping it with the way I liked it. And so I'm going to try to decide where I want my title to go, but where you see me try to put them, that's not where they end up going whatsoever. So, but it was just kind of to look to see where I should place the frames and everything like that. I do then off camera tape up the ones that I know how I like them, and I end up switching out one of the acetate overlays for this black and white frame instead, and I really like that. I think it helps tie in the rest of the layout with the border is a black and white, so I think it helps tie that in. And I just wasn't liking the way I was trying really hard to make that overlay work, and it just wasn't. So this I think is a better option. And I play around kind of deciding where I think they should all go, but I end up putting everything right back to the way it was. I like that position, and what I really loved is the piece of pattern paper. That's a Maggie Holmes pattern paper, and there's a little bit of washi tape on the pattern paper, so it's within the printing. And when I placed that teal aqua colored overlay there, it just kind of fit perfectly there, and you can see through it. So I really wanted that there, is kind of what the final decision is. You then see me kind of flip through some of my embellishments, and I'm just trying to pull out a few things that I want to use. I keep my embellishments in 4 white dishes. So one of them is for just the random pieces, and then the other one is for sayings. I have one for really big words that is just a single word, and then I have another one for die cuts like tags and banners and anything like that. I did find this orange frame that I wanted to use, so you see me try to get that put into place. It gave me a little bit of trouble, but not too much. And then I add this love this sticker there as well, and then you're going to see me glue down this red banner. I added the second piece of the gray doily to it, and a so fun little piece of ephemera, which is the second piece of orange. That's how I decided to use that orange frame to begin with, just so you kind of know where I was going with that. And I also add the washroom boy that I had, and I realized I had put that too far up, so I just move it down a little bit, and then it's the perfect fit right there. And lastly, I just add another thing that says, so you're going to see me just kind of put that love this down, and I then work on the next little bit of embellishment. I'm just trying to slowly add more and more layers to everything. And the way this picture is, I'll tell you about the journaling and everything while I do the rest of the layers. So Jackson got his first bath at about 10 o'clock at night, the night he was born. He was born at 4:11 p.m., if that kind of gives you a bit of a time frame there. And he had been a really good newborn. He wasn't really crying. He curled up, he slept, he ate, you know, what newborns do. But the nurse came in to give him his bath, and he did not like it. He screamed the entire time. And of course, it wasn't a very long time. It was probably 10 minutes total, but it felt like forever. And I felt so bad for him, and I just wanted to help him. But she really needed to show us, well, at least in BC, maybe not all of Canada, but in BC, it's kind of mandatory that they walk you through how to properly bathe a newborn. I guess there's some bit of problems. It could even just be the hospital that I was in. I don't know. But so we had to watch and see how to properly bathe a newborn, which is fine because this is our first child, so we're first-time parents. So it's always good to see how other people do things. Nothing wrong with that. But as soon as he was done and he got out and he got cuddled up and swaddled and everything like that, he just went back into my arms, and as soon as his arms were free, because he absolutely hated being swaddled, he fell right back to sleep, and all was good with the world again. So it's just kind of cute and sweet, and I just wanted to document his actual first bath, and so that's what this layout is all about. So as I was jabbering on about that, to the top left-hand one, I created a tab that says My Story, along with 3 pieces of embellishment, so a button and then 2 brads. And then the bottom right-hand one, I added a cork arrow and just a little flare that had a heart on it. And I think that kind of finishes off all of the little bits of embellishment. I add my title. At first I think about putting it right in the middle, but in the end I move it all the way up to the top, and I like that a lot better. You can see at the moment that they're kind of two-toned. One of them, it's a little bit yellow, and then the bath is kind of in a blue tone. And that was because in the original layout I had painted over them. But I had painted it with something that wasn't, it was just like a chalk. So I was able to rub it off and make it all kind of more one color. Although it does, the blue kind of still is there, but I like that. I think it adds some dimension. And finally, I just kind of add a little cloud that has a heart, and I really love that final touch. I add my journaling, and just exactly what I told you, and I add it to the bottom, and because there were already pre-made lines and it was over a little bit, it kind of helped balance off the fact that this is kind of all a little bit to the right. All of my pictures and everything are kind of right justified. So I'm just showing you that I did all of that. And that's my layout, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. So you're going to see me just kind of put that love this down.